Yo, yo. Gotta do a couple things, get you some background music. You know we gotta go Alliance. Hey, you did it, crap. Okay, I assume you can hear that. And test, test, you can hear my voice. We got the 6th seed, baby. Ready to play. This might be my last draft for a little bit. I'm out of money, as you can see. And I had intended on playing the $3 drafts mostly. And I ran out of those. And a lot of the money, I had a couple hundred in here at one point. We'll take JT. A lot of the 200 bucks that I had in there was combined with bonus funds. Now that the combine's gone by, I thought either they're going to replenish the little, what do they call it, the little board, or offer another bonus. If they offer another bonus, I'll put probably a couple hundred in. But yeah, I'm just gonna chill. I mean, now we have combine information. Does it change much? It actually Jeremiah Love did better than expected, which might actually bring him down. I don't know. Just like if he gets drafted by the Giants or something, he's not going to get the work that he would have with the Chiefs, where I wanted him to go. I think Chiefs have the 9th pick, and then a lot of mocks also had him going to the Saints, where I'm sure they're fine getting rid of Kamara. So I really don't know. He did look very good at the combine. Not that I really knew what I was looking at. I'll tell you who didn't look good. Oh, should we get Love? Speak of the devil. Love or London? All right. Who didn't look good, who came in last in the 40, was my most drafted rookie, Emmett Johnson. I was just like, yeah, of course. I mean, I know the 40 isn't the be-all, end-all of whatever, but it was just like, I was waiting for him, he runs. I'm like, oh, maybe the second run he'll show his real speed. And no dice. It's okay. Let's see if I can share this with a friend or two. Yeah, anyway. Weather's getting better here in Portland. Feeling all right. I had some bad news about my trip. Just that I don't think I'm going to bring my dog, which was kind of half the reason I was doing it in the first place, to bond with Katsu, but he's not allowed on any trails, including Yellowstone, which I already booked. I got to go wide receiver here. AJ, Zay, Lad, Terry. I like AJ. AJ with all that pouting still had 1,000 yards. And I like big wide receivers. Anyway, yeah. Driving to the East Coast. I wanted to go to Glacier, Yellowstone, Tetons, Badlands, all of this on the way to Minnesota where I'm going to meet a friend. And he can't go on any trails. It's like, I guess I understand, but because he like disturbs the wildlife or something. But man, I feel like there should be some sort of license you can get where instead of all the people that lie and say their animals are service dogs or whatever, just like my dog is cool. He passed all these things. He can handle dogs barking at him. He can handle kids. And when you have that thing, say you pay $50 a year or something, you're just allowed more places. Because I get it when you're not allowed. It's because of the bad apples. Here goes McLaurin. Rome. David Montgomery just got traded to the Texans, which brings up my man, Gibbs, to probably the number 1 overall. 2 years ago when Montgomery was out, Gibbs just averaged like 2.5 touchdowns a game. He's next level. Should I pull up Rome? Is that crazy? I haven't taken one of these middle running backs in a million years. All right. Whatever. Let's see. Caleb and Hurts. And much later, my boy. Call him DJ. Yeah, I got scared off from Scattaboo, Travion, RJ, Quinshawn. Just enough pros talking about their downside, which it all makes sense. Scattaboo looks like a best ball monster because of his touchdown possibility, but that injury was just so gruesome. Sam Quinshawn's injury also mixed with it's the Browns. I mean, are they even going to see the goal line ever? Okay, do we reach on one of these quarterbacks and try to get them both? Or do we fill out the wide receiver? Should have been paying attention. Let's just go Caleb. I don't mind reaching. This is the last draft for a while, like I said. Yeah, Swift I have above Travion, RJ, Scattaboo. Because I've talked about it, but I just think he's guaranteed to get the ball a lot. And that team scores a lot. So who can we start now that we have Caleb? DJ Moore action. And I feel like I probably will get Danny Dimes later, so we could start thinking about Pierce, Pittman. etc. See how the board looks here. Jaden Daniels unstacked. Missed out on McLaurin. When you went 3 running backs, that's a little out of my comfort zone, I feel like, but it's fine. Higgins is probably going to go crazy. Higgins is going to have a Pickens-like season. Burrow firing on all cylinders. I like seeing Kyron before Walker, Jacobs, Bucky. I don't know why he gets no respect. And Corman's good. Oh, okay. We missed out on the double quarterback, which probably would have been a mistake. I don't need to get greedy. That is fine. Now we can pick an actual good wide receiver. They all have upside. Let's go Metcalf. Brian Shepard would approve. What's his name? The Pittsburgh might actually score more because of the coaching change, right? Throw it to the big man. Watching the combine, I saw a bunch of comps with Metcalf, and I was like, oh, he's just known as like the most amazing physical specimen ever. It's like him and Bo Jackson. I feel like Dart is so undervalued, but don't need to force that, right? Don't have neighbors. Pollard Hubbard is sort of the end of a tier for a third RB. I think I take Ricky here. Maybe hope for one of these. Do I take Ricky or do I take did Pierce go? Pierce went, yeah. Sticky Ricky. Yeah, we'll go running back next. These guys. Pollard, Hubbard, Algier. The guy doesn't catch passes, right? No, he just went anyway. Algier is probably going to be somewhere else. Don't recognize anybody. JT Beingar looking great. Hurts with Saquon or Devonta. And then Prescott with CD. This is a team. Wow. See how Travion does. Running backs flying off the board. Yeah, I thought maybe I'd be able to go for the Mahomes worthy combo, but not looking like it. Push running back here? No. Kind of want to go for Pittman, but third starting running back, especially when Love might start out slow, seems pretty important. All right. Doof with the T-Law double stack. Looks good. That team is good. Warren and Kraft is a bit crazy. I feel like I would be looking for some vets. Excuse me. Seeing as how Rice might not play half a season. Okay, go more. Watch Burden be like 50% of the targets. My boys get screwed. Sorry, I can start thinking about tight end maybe. Nah. Sadiq looked good. He should be rising. I do need a backup quarterback since they fly off the board so fast. With Loveworthy, although I feel pretty good about wide receivers. I have a feeling the Arizona quarterback thing is going to be more clear in the next week or two. Mike Andrews. Downs and dimes could be a good combo. Woody Marks is going to plummet. Emmett is going to go down. Everybody knows I love me some TT. Okay, think about back stacks. Baker's probably going to miss. Fernando has Trey Tucker and somebody. We got Pittsburgh and Indiana to think about. All right, Baker went. Okay, Godwin's out. 12 seconds. Woof. I'll just take. Oh shit. Oh no. Damn it. Not only did I miss my click, but I had like the worst ADP of all of them at the top. I could have had, Tyrone Tracy up there. Whatever. Got my second quarterback. Probably gonna go for old man Rodgers to finish it out. Just pick him next. Just be like, yeah, I'm an idiot. Where is he? There he is. Okay, I was gonna go for Coleman there. That probably was a bad idea. Okay, Ferguson. Should probably get my first tight end. is way down there, or Downs. Dimes to Downs. Judy, no, I gotta pick him. Every day, all day. Cam Ward is the good backstack. You get Cam Ward and then you scroll down and get Tajay, which I never pick, but you can get DK and the old man Ridley. Oh, Emmett Johnson, why are you so slow? The sun reminds me of my first time walking into Stormwind. Giant statues flanking you. Oh, that was amazing. We doing what are we doing here? We can see if Cam pushes. There's no need for all that. Ah, damn it, it's fallen. Can't do it. And we'll just do down since we're invested in dimes. Let's compound the mistake, right? Rashid Shahi, the ultimate deep threat. No idea where he's gonna land. God, it sucks when, like, this was looking like a really good team. Possibly. And then you just screw it up. It's basically giving away a pick. It's alright, you know, it can. Sometimes it just flips around. There's a very good chance he outscores Kyler Murray, right? Kyler Murray went after. I've always thought he was undervalued anyway. Oh, are we going to get Cam Ward to fall? You can always push tight end. You got 6 wide receivers, so I sort of hate these running backs. All right, let's take him. Let's pivot from the Metcalf stack. We're good on quarterback, and now we really need to think about Tennessee Titan players. We'll try to get both DK and Ridley. I heard Ridley might leave, so that's a possibility. Omar Cooper looked good. DK, and then remind me who's Tennessee's. Oh, Gunner. We could even be crazy and go Gunner and Katsu. Shh. Streaming. Gunner and Okonwu. I've never taken Okonwu, but just a possibility. Something to think about. Okay. Okay, not too far to reach. We'll take Ridley first. I don't think I saw if Surratt participated in the combine. We'll see if Mixon gets drafted. That's always funny. I was taking a lot of... Okay, I think even if we don't get them both, we'll get Gunner. It'll be a viable stack. Caleb, Danny Dimes, Cam Ward, JT, Love, Hubbard. 7 wide receivers. That is a lot for right now. Definitely need a running back. Sharp and Aaron Jones are good. Don't think I need that. The barnyard. I think Hawk is going to improve. That's just a freaking guess, though. He's coming back from injury, and I heard he was like still kind of injured. So that's enough information for me to draft him 30 times. Six more picks. Aaron Jones, maybe. So much tank. Yeah, I'm gonna chill on DK and just hope to get Gunner later, because I want one more running back at least that plays football. You know, you start picking Brian Robinson or something, you're like, he might not even play football. He might have more minutes playing basketball than football. 3, 4, 7, 1. Do another tight end. Want Gunner. Maybe DK will come all the way. Probably not 10 picks, but I heard Zachariah Branch was very impressive. A.M. Manor. Don't think I've drafted much of him. Coleman, I don't know why he's at like a 20th rounder. He has these moments of incredible somebody's trying to call me. I'll see if he'll come to my chat. Talk to him later. What are we doing? What are we doing? Okay. There goes DK. That's fine. Tucker. Amazing possibilities. Don't have the Fernando stack, but that's okay. Fernando, man, takes Beck. Beck in the 16th round. You know he runs a 5.2 40, right? Just kidding, but he just doesn't seem that fast. Okay, Hawk or Tank, Hawk or Tank. Or Gunner's right here. I'll reach a little bit. Okay, we are done with stacking. Caleb goes to Rome and DJ. Danny Dimes goes to JT and Downs. Cam Ward goes to Ridley and Gunner. All right, so we don't have to think about teams anymore. In fact, let's take these off. We don't need this. Could use a little of that. Like I said, Coleman, you see the talent, right? Amazing catches. I know, I forget if he was drafted high or whatever. It was before I started watching, but I know he's a big disappointment. And I mean, the whole frickin' Bills receiver room is rough. But they got a new coach. So, I don't know. I pick like the same 3 fifth running backs every time. It's like Tank, Ray Davis, and Najee. I just need one of them to get big. I mean, Tank was good. And Saquon's not getting any younger. So I don't know, man. Telling you, mine, give him the ball. Third tight end. I'm good on wide receiver. I guess I can take a deep threat. Jeremy Bernard. All right. Wide receiver. They're gonna give me Ray Davis too, because I'm gonna change my tune about the future of this. You're just gonna give me Ray Davis, and then one of these if you don't. It must be crazy. Ray Davis, Ray Davis, Ray Davis. Big boy. Okay, 3672. We'll take a tight end. And then a best player available. Oh, good. Good to go. Where is my friend? Myers, kind of interesting. Ertz is interesting. Where the heck is the rapper? Boom. I mean, if you let Colby fall to me, you're just handing me money. Just let him fall, baby. Nice thing about taking Waller, big upside, well, for a third tight end, but you can always get him in the last round. So if Parkinson goes, Waller's probably my next choice, and then I can pick a scorer, Flournoy or a Cooper. Cooper Kupp just crushed in the Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to let him fall all the way, are you? gonna get him. You have 3 tight ends. Bro. Bro. 8 touchdowns, baby. Boom. All right. Cooper Kupp, Flooring away. A rookie. Hollywood. Jaden Blue, most overrated player in history, but he has a good line. Pacheco let me down so much last year. Kareem Hunt, I mean, always surprises people. I want to know who the other back in the Raiders backfield is going to be. Talk about splitting it. How old is Cooper Kupp? 40? Is he my age? Made it easy. Pow. Okay. That's my team. One big blunder, but which changed the rest of my life. Taking downs and after that. But besides that, a pretty balanced. We got JT, Love, Hubbard, Jones, Bigsby, Davis. I mean, when my 5th and 6th are Bigsby, Davis, and just one of those guys needs an injury to go insane, that's something. Wide receiver room, A.J. Brown, O'Dunes. O'Dunes was looking so good before the injury last year. Metcalf might have a higher scoring team. Pearsall could be a number 1. DJ Moore, Chicago's going to score a lot. Downs is solid. Ridley is good but old. And Cooper Kupp is my 20th pick. Okay. Got our helm up and coming with Cam. Parkinson, 8 tutties. Ferguson, high-powered scoring team. And then Caleb Dimes, who should be high. I mean, normally he gets drafted here. He should be higher. And Cam Ward should be better. Tennessee doesn't look too bad. All right. I gotta answer this phone call, so thanks for watching.